So you approached me and said something. I couldn't hear you. Do you want to repeat that? No, you don't want to repeat it? Okay, well, when you walk up to a guy who has headphones in and you talk to him, you may want to wait for a reply. Couldn't understand what you're saying. I assume it's a typical BS misdirective from guards like you normally do around this place. So I'm sitting here watching some YouTube. I sat down here. I've been here for less than the time it takes me to finish my cigarette because I can't walk through the bus shelter up there with a cigarette because it's a bus shelter. So I will always stop here and wait, finish my cigarette or whatever when I'm walking that way. And this guard wants to come over here talking trash to me. Now this is the same guard who sat inside the building recording me as I filmed before in this area. And she knows I'm allowed to film out in this area and that I have a right to film in this area. So again, she came up and said something to me. My headphones were in. And the only thing that I got was, you can't be here. And I'm like, really? I can't be here. I can't be here. You gotta be kidding me. Again, this is a problem with these VIA security guards, is they come up and talk shit to you. And they just hope that whatever they say, you're gonna listen to and obey, because they have no authority to back it up. But when they do start making comments and intimidating people, making threats, then you need to put them in their place. And again, this is frustrating for me. Actually, coming down here, yeah, she's going to walk away and go hide inside that building because she damn sure isn't going to want me to confront her. She walked off when I said, "Do you want to repeat that?" Because again, what they do, they'll sit here and intimidate you, and then they'll lie. They'll go, "Well, I gave them clear directions," or this or that, or say, "I gave them a criminal trespass warning," or whatever. And again, that's why I say anytime you see a guard or an officer approach you, you should already be recording it. At the point I was back there, I was just watching YouTube, so I didn't even notice that she came up. So either way, we're going to go up here. We are going to see when the next VIA board meeting is, because apparently I'm going to need to go back down there again after this recent arrest. So March 22nd, damn it, I've got a doctor's appointment on that day. March 22nd is the next VIA board meeting. Unfortunately, I do have a doctor's appointment that day, but I will be going back to another board meeting, and I will be letting them know what I think about this type of BS behavior by their guards and by their employees, because again, that lady has no authority whatsoever to walk up to me on a public sidewalk and tell me I can't be here. You know, again, it goes back to them thinking that the sidewalks are their private property when it's not. And, you know, they'll keep saying that, but every time anyone's challenged it in the court, the case gets dismissed. The question is, why are we continuing to waste our taxpayers' money on charges that are going to be dismissed because stupid security guards and law enforcement officers won't sit down and understand that what they're doing is wrong? See, they don't get punished for it. They don't get told, no, you can't do this. All they get is the blue line backing that says, okay, well, it'll get dismissed in court, but yeah, go ahead, because, you know, we'll make them take the ride. And again, that's part of the problem. They get away with it. They know they're causing someone else an issue, and they do it to punish people. instead of what the whole purpose of a criminal trespass warning is for, is keeping people off property that don't belong on the property. And people on a public street have all the right to be there. Here comes another guard. Looks like Abbot. How you doing today? I'm doing good. Officer Abbot? Okay, you know who I am, right? So, okay, I'm doing good. The guard down there just told me again I couldn't walk on a public sidewalk. You guys know how I feel about that. It's wrong. I know I'm not taking this out on you because we've had our discussions, and you know I'm not nice when people tell me that. Recently, you guys had another issue with that, but I mean, what does it take to tell you guys? This is a public sidewalk. We can walk on it. It's our right to do that. Just leave us alone. I mean, some of the people that do similar things to what I do are a lot bigger jerks than what I am. And I know I've had my encounters with you where I was not nice to you. But I think you also see where I was pointing, like the day where I'm like, I'm trying to get on the bus, but you won't listen to me. So, of course, I'm mad about that. And I didn't express it well. But at the same time, we're tired of being picked on for doing what is our legal right to do. So either way, I appreciate you talking to me. You have a good evening. Be safe.
I was waiting for the storm. I don't know where it went.
I hope it doesn't come within 40 minutes. I still got a ways to go. So that's Security Officer Abbot. And again, when I say when you have to challenge these things or they keep happening, I was very unkind to that officer. But I was fed up with what was happening. And, I mean, his video got like 164K views for a reason. He was wrong. He knew he was wrong. And if you don't stand up to the tyrants, they keep doing the same things over and over again. And again, just like right now, this guard can't tell me that this public sidewalk is theirs. VIA owns these buildings. These buildings belong to VIA, but this sidewalk does not. They can own the property on it, but it is a public easement. It is public property. And they continually think that they have some authority that does not exist on that public property. So again, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. In that case, there, speaking with Officer Abbot, you know, I'm hesitant anytime I'm around him because of our past experiences. But I also know that he was spoken to because of the political pressure that video made on VIA. I mean, when you get, 200, 300 people calling saying, hey, look at this video. Do you think your officer's right here? Then they have to sit back and go, wow, the guy's being a dick, but he's absolutely right. Our officer violated his rights, tried to violate his rights, and the guy's simply telling him, no, I'm not tolerating that. This is bullcrap. So, we do what we do, and we try to make positive changes, and at the same time, we run across this all the time, way too often. I'll go ahead and end my video now before I run out of memory.